Hello friends, now today we will study about malarial parasite life cycle, that is a Plasmodium vivax. Now we will see how the malaria will cause with the help of this figure. Before that we will see the classification of malarial parasite, that is Plasmodium vivax. When we will see the classification, we will find that the phylum which belongs to Protozoa, second the subphylum is known as Plasmodroma, and third is Sporozoa, which is a class, and order is Teleosporida, as well as you will see the genus which is known as your Plasmodium, and species is called as Vivax. So Plasmodium have especially four species are found. So Plasmodium 4 species are found, which we will see here. The first species is known as Plasmodium vivax, and second is known as Plasmodium ovale. Third species is known as Plasmodium falciparum, as well as the fourth species is known as Plasmodium malariae. Now here we will see that Plasmodium vivax, which is causing malaria. So this malaria is also known as beginning Tritarian malaria. So we will understand that how the Plasmodium vivax cause malaria in human beings. So the carrier, what is the carrier of this particular pathogen? The carrier is known as female Anopheles mosquito. So female Anopheles mosquito is an essential carrier for this pathogen, which is known as your Plasmodium vivax. So we will see here, we will see the diagram, we will understand. This is an female Anopheles mosquito which is sitting on a hand of a person. We will see that when the mosquito bites another human sporozoid are injected with the bite, means when the mosquito will bite a human hand or any part of the body, the sporozoids are thrown inside the human body with the help of pathogen, that is a carrier or vector known as female Anopheles mosquito. So here we have understand that female Anopheles mosquito is the vector which is carrying a pathogen which is known as Plasmodium vivax. As we have seen the classification also, they have basically the protozoans. So we will see that the pathogen is now entered inside the human body. Now what happened after that? That sporozoid pathogen, basically human sporozoids which enter inside the liver of human beings. So it enter inside the liver of human beings, that is parasite sporozoid reach to the liver through blood. Through blood circulation it reach to the liver, that is also called hepatic organ. Hepatic means liver. Now you will see here, after that what happened inside the liver? The parasite reproduce asexually in liver cell. So what the parasite will do? It will reproduce asexually in liver cell and release into the blood. So they will reproduce asexually. So more copies of sporozoid formation take place, and basically to the blood they used to release the different copies with the help of asexual cell division, that is also known as mitotic cell division. In the case of mitotic cell division, suppose this is the X, means haploid cell, it will be divided into two cells. They also have a chromosome number same, they also have haploid cell. Mean to say that in asexual cell division or mitotic cell division, formation of two daughter cell take place. Two daughter cell take place, and this is a parent cell. So from parent cell two daughter cell formation take place. In the same way here you will see that in liver the sporozoid is there which enter inside the liver, where what happened? The parasite reproduce asexually, mean to say that with the help of mitotic cell division, or that is also known as a direct cell division or asexual cell division inside the liver cell, they release into the blood. Then sporozoids are coming into the blood because they have a lot of copies. Inside the blood what happened? The parasite will reproduce asexually in RBC. So in blood the parasite sporozoid will enter inside the RBC, and there what they will do? They again asexually reproduce and causing a cycle for fever. So they cause the fever, the cyclic fever. At particular time the fever will appear in body, and another symptom is release parasites infect new RBC. So what they are going to do, they will release the parasites which are going to infect new RBCs. So on old RBC the parasite will reproduce asexually and they will again make different. When they destroy the RBC cell, then only the patient have a cold fever. They have cold fever which comes on particular time period, right. So here we will see that the incubation period of the complete cycle is basically 14 days. So incubation period of this pathogen Plasmodium vivax is 14 days. Here you are seeing that the sporozoite cells which are entering in the this RBC cells, they are causing a fever because they are destroying the RBC cell, and that is why. And again they are coming out of the RBC cell, they are catching new RBC cell, again they used to infect that new RBC cells. So here we will see the different effect, different structures of the infections. We will see that the pathogens are basically the sporozoites, they are in the form of amoeboid cell, they are forming amoeboid stage and trophozoite stage, which is also known as a ring stage. And then what happened, these cells are divided into male gametophyte as well as female gametophyte. They make male gametophyte cells or female gametophyte cell. This cycle is known as sexual. Then what happened, the half of the, till here we have understand the asexual phase which is taking place in human being, and then the sexual, these both male and female gamete will enter inside the sexual stage where the gametocytes develop in RBC. Then what happened, the blood is drink by, or that will absorb by with the help of pseudopodia inside this mosquito, that is called female anopheles mosquito, where male gamete as well as female gamete which are called as gametocytes, they are again entering inside the body of a mosquito, right. So we will see here that mosquito is a basically they have sexual phase. The sexual phase take place inside the mosquito as well as asexual phase take place inside the humans. Now we will see that the female mosquito take gametocyte with the blood meal, as I have told you. Then what happened, the fertilization of gamete take place, means fertilization and development take place inside the mosquito gut. So this is the fertilized cell, means both the haploid cells will become diploid in the body of mosquito cells. And then what happened, after that the new infective stage, basically the sporozoite formation take place, escape from the gut of, escape from the mosquito gut, right, and migrate to the mosquito salivary gland. So the mosquito salivary gland where it is get enriched with the help of sporozoite pathogen. So from here we will understand half of the cycle, that in mosquito, here the mosquito is the host cell, where we have understand that male and female gametophyte cells, they have the sexual stage gametophyte in RBC. As we can see that mosquito, as it is known as sanguivorous, they drink blood. So they are drinking blood as a meal. So female mosquito take up the gametocyte cells by the help of blood meal, and then inside the mosquito body the fertilization and development take place inside the mid gut, inside the mosquito gut. Now what happened, then the mature infective stage of sporozoites escape from gut and migrate into the mosquito salivary gland. So this is an essential thing. And from the gland, when the mosquito will bite, then what happened, when the mosquito will bite to human body, they used to secrete a particular antihistamine type of chemical, as well as by that fluid the sporozoites will also come inside the human body. So what happened by that, the blood coagulation do not take place and they can easily drink the blood. So first they throw the fluid, antihistamine fluid, as well as with that only the sporozoites will enter inside the human body. So the cycle is divided into two phases, one is the human host and second host is known as mosquito is the second host. In the case of human host, involvement of liver, by that the replication of the sporozoites, there are different stages, formation of male and female gametophyte cells, their fertilization, again we enter into the mosquito host. Here the asexual reproduction taking place and here the sexual phase take place, fertilization done, diploid gamete formation done, and mosquito as it drink the blood as a meal, then the fertilization inside the mosquito body taking place, and then the formation of basically the sporozoite in the gut, basically the salivary gut of the mosquito, where the sporozoites will again come out when it bite to the other phase of the cycle. Now, we will understand that in Plasmodium vivax, life cycle is divided into two parts, sexual phase which is called as gametogony, as well as asexual phase which is called as sporogony, right. So, incubation period is 14 days. As we can see that the sexual phase take place in mosquito and asexual phase take place, means sporogony, spore formation take place in humans. Incubation period is 14 days. So, that is why we say that Plasmodium vivax is known as digenic parasite. So, they are digenic in nature, means they complete their cycle on two hosts. The first host is known as human and second host is known as mosquito. So, by this way we will understand that they have two hosts, that is called digenic parasite. First host is known as human beings, or they are sometime in biologically we will say, in some book it is written secondary host man, and mosquito will be the primary host. In some book they have written this. So, we will understand that which type of malaria they used to cause. They cause beginning Tritarian malaria. In books it is written beginning Tritarian malaria, or we can say that directly they cause the malaria. And who is responsible, which species? Plasmodium have 4 species as I have told you, that is vivax, ovale, falciparum as well malaria. So, here the vivax species used to cause a disease. In exam, different examination, even NEET also they used to ask 1 mark question, that is which species causes malaria. So, that is Plasmodium vivax. Now, we will understand that what are the managements we can understand, how we can do the management, that the vector, that is female mosquito, do not transmit the pathogen which is called Plasmodium vivax in human body. So, what are those management we can do? In nowadays, as we which we are commonly familiar that in some houses the people use hits to kill the pathogen or the vector which is known as your female anopheles, or in some houses they use mosquito coil, or they are spraying some type of chemicals like finite etc., or we will see that they are using somewhere they are using kerosene oil also to kill the egg of accumulated water areas where the water accumulation take place. So, we have to take care that there should be no water accumulation, because if the water accumulation will be there, the pathogen is going to give, the vector is going to because they are oviparous, they will reproduce egg, and by that more vectors will amplify. Now, you will see here that management can also be done with the help of removal of this water, as I have already told. The best use management is we can use mosquito net in our houses during sleep. So, when we are going to use mosquito net, it is the best because it is non-toxic, we are not applying any type of chemicals. The chemicals are infecting to the child or different humans also, they are giving the bad impact to the body. So, we are supposed to avoid all these things, we are supposed to use mosquito net, or we can fence our house with the help of nets. Different type of nets on window, door etc. Are available nowadays, we can use those techniques. As well as one more precaution we have to take, that no accumulation of water or any type of garbage here and there. So, that is why we can reduce the, if there will be no egg, then there will no larva or adult pathogen will take place. So, vector will not form. And what are the drugs? Suppose any patient is suffering from the malaria, what drugs are taken? So, there are different drugs are available in the market, but Generally the quinone drugs are given, some sulfur drugs are also given. So, in the case of malaria, basically the quinone drugs are given. Hygiene is also important, we have to take care of hygiene. Once again we will make a recap. As we have seen that this is the mosquito is the primary host and secondary host is here, it is shown that is human beings. So, here in human beings asexual cycle take place, and in mosquito which is primary host there is a sexual cycle take place. So, what happen here, if the transmission of a sporozoite done inside the human body, then it will infect the liver, and from the liver the sporozoite will reach through the blood, and inside the blood there is a RBC where they are going to release the sporozoite, as well as they will multiply their number with the help of asexual mode of reproduction, which I have told you that it is a haploid gamete which will make 2 haploid gamete from parent cell. These are 2 daughter cell formation take place, and by this way they will multiply their number, as well as in this stage I am showing you different stages there, amoeboid stage, trophozoite stage, etc. So, parasite will reproduce asexually in RBC and causing cycle for the fever, because here the alternation on particular time period the fever will take place with cold also, that is called cold fever, and another symptom which is released parasite infect new RBC. So, the pathogen will infect new RBC also, and here we will see that after these stages the male and female gametophyte formation taking place. Again when the blood is drunk with the help of mosquito, so here the gametes will be transferred or sucked by the mosquito, because blood is a meal for mosquito, and then again the fertilization of gamete take place, and then the mature infective stages sporozoite will escape from the gut of and migrate to the salivary gland of a mosquito, and again when the vector mosquito will again inject their pseudopodia to have a meal, or they used to release a liquid that is called heparin as well as sporozoites, which is anticoagulating agent, then only they can drink the blood. And this is all about the life cycle of Plasmodium vivax, which is causing malaria. Thank you.